Oh, what up? It's over in the kids. It's in the kids. Donnie. Yeah. 5 and 5. You got him. You got him. You got him. Let's go. Boys. Let's come in quickly as well before we line up. Go on, boys. Go on, boys.
Well, the Clouds moving in on beautiful Gate City, North Carolina, the home of the NC Fusion, as they are back at home taking on their rival from Raleigh, NCFC. The Fusion coming off an interesting match on Saturday night, to say the least. where we saw 12 cards, 3 dismissals. It was interesting by all accounts, but the NC Fusion are back in action, taking on the NCFC squad from Raleigh. The Fusion in their white tops, in their red shorts. And NC Fusion, or NCFC, pardon me, will be in the all navy blue. As the Fusion will line up with Calari being the lone striker. Besido gets the start. Santos also gets the start. Baker, Teddy Baker, as well as Sean Kerrigan. It'll be Rigetti, Clow as the center back. Leighton comes up, plays in the midfield. Sayup in O'Gara. And in the net will be Forster. And the visitors will have Peoples, Val Aragon, Avalos up top. McDowell, Lamb, and Kerr in the midfield. And Tolentino, Darden, Salter, and O'Farrell will be on the back line with Pulley in goal. So the starting lineups now being announced is NCFC sits alone at the top of the South Atlantic with 16 points. Getting the point against Charlotte, to the Charlotte Eagles, who sit right behind them still. Fusion once again on their quest to get back to the playoffs, something that they've had pretty much turned into a culture here at McPherson Stadium. As the Fusion has always been one of the top teams in the country in the USl-2. They look to go at it again. They've got 3 straight home matches. We saw the first of the 3 on Saturday against the Charlotte Eagles. And it was NCFC right here. And then Saturday we'll be back in action against West Virginia United. And it'll be a treat because I'll be teamed up with my partner for the ACC network. It'll be Kyle Vaughn will join me. So we'll have 2 commentators for that one. We're excited to watch some good football on Saturday night. But first things first, as NCFC coming into town from Raleigh, a team that does not take the Fusion too lightly. They know about this team very well. Maybe some bad blood, but we'll step aside for the national anthem. Well, the NC Fusion will be led by Liam Davies, as Coach Williams will have to serve his 1-game suspension due to the red card he was given on Saturday night. So Liam Davies will be ahead of the squad for the NC Fusion. And then on the other side, the visitors, it'll be Daniel Saletti. He'll be the head coach as we get ready to square off at the center circle. I'm Ty Collins, delighted to be on the call here tonight for USL League 2 action in the South Atlantic Division. NC Fusion sitting at the top of the table with 16 points, with the Charlotte Eagles right below them and nipping at their heels. So all the points are going to be valued at this point of the season. Fusion again on the white tops and the red shorts, and NCFC in all blue. Visitors with Brendan Lamb, John McDowell, Caden Tolentino, Carlos Valle Aragon, Drew Kerr, Benjamin Salter, Parker O'Farrell, Raul Avalos, Brendan Peoples, Mason Darden, and Brendan Pulley will be the starters.
I couldn't do it again.
A day that was in the mid 80s, or a little high 80s at some point, but has kind of cooled off just in time for some soccer action. Here on the beautiful grounds of McPherson Field and Bryant Park, Fusion's home pitch. As NCFC will kick it off in the center circle. We'll get the first touch.
Come on, James. Come on.
Eve Sayup will be that outside right back. Clow, of course, hanging down at the center back position, which he has done so well wearing the captain armband.
The coach just took one, right? The coach just gave him the ball. They'll all go walking over. Yeah, he's walking over. The coach just gave him.
Looks like all the teams are set and ready to go. The official checks the watch. Now that's the sound of the start of this match. NCFC will lead it off with the first touch as Kerrigan steps in front of that one. Now the Fusion will try to build. And that one off for Kerrigan, trying to escape. And it's last touched by Kerrigan, so that will be a throw-in for NCFC. Stepping to center back and into space. Over here for Tolentino. Caden Tolentino looking up. He'll play back to his support in Lamb. As NCFC trying to work it up on that left channel. Now they'll go back and reset by playing it back. As the back line is moved up all the way to the midway line. Here's Tolentino trying to escape Bercetto. And running on is Santos. They play it back to the keeper, Pulley. O'Gara will be right beside Cloud at that center back position. Pretty much can play anywhere on the pitch, but he'll play in the defensive side tonight. Santos leaves that one alone for Layton. Layton in the center. Baker, second touch trying to find Kerrigan. Kerrigan right back to Baker. Baker, cheeky move to split the defenders, and we'll pull it back to Cloud to reset. O'Gara. Now Sayup into space in that right channel. Slots that one, looking for Bercetto. Bercetto will now press against the keeper, Pulley. I'm not sure if he was aware that Bercetto was coming in hot. And that will trickle out of bounds for a NC Fusion throw-in. Cloud with no rotation, just trying to get it upfield. Forster has a little bit of room. And we'll use the right boot to give it a ride. Here's Santos. Santos trying to contain. A little heavy off the chest. NCFC will play it back to the smart thing. And once again start to work their attack from the back to the midfield to the front. Both teams kind of eyeing each other. 0-0 here late in just the third minute, the early doors. Fusion want to light the scoreboard up. Sayup will try to get this one behind the back line. A little too much weight on that one as Teddy Baker watches that one ride as Pulley comes off his line and collects. Here's Lamb. Lamb slides it over towards the touchline. CFC has really been interested on this left channel, trying to go directly to Tolentino. But the Fusion has last that gets over the halfway line. A 50-50 ball won by O'Gara. It goes out of bounds. Tolentino trying to creep up, and he was called back. The one touch. Very dangerous spot. Maybe a high kick. They got away with it. Good slide tackle by Layton. Here's O'Gara, head up, trying to figure out what option he wants. And NCFC has done a good job of trying to lock Fusion back down here. Sayup plays it back to Forster. Forster has to quickly switch it over to the left channel. Here's Cloud. Cloud moving up. Ball taken away for a brief moment. The Fusion trying to work again. Outside of the boot by Calaria. Referee trying to look for a ball as that one got over the fence. Fresh white ball now then, as opposed to the dirty one we just saw. Late in the 7th minute. 0-0. Fusion and NCFC locked up in a rivalry match between these two.
Ben, come forward. Yeah, Fusion, behind. Yeah, Ben.
Fusion allowing NCFC to work from the back, allowing them some time. As Lamb in that center back position. And now he'll try to escape into the midfield. Tolentino, one touch into the center of the pitch. Baker deflects this off the hands of Kerr. And the Fusion with a quick restart, they pull it back. Forster got challenged, puts this one high in the air. Calaria. Santos comes up with it. Santos escapes, tries to move it over to Kerrigan. At first they played advantage, but now they'll pull it back. It'll be a free kick awarded to the home side. Santos immediately got hit, immediately went down. The referee didn't quite call it. Because the Fusion did have a good opportunity, but pulled it back, and that'll be a free kick. With Kerrigan behind it. Now 32 yards, 30 yards outside, away from the frame. Baker also behind the ball. Calaria as well as Ugara being the possible targets. This is a good opportunity for the home side. Let's see what they do here. Kerrigan, stutter step. Now he'll lift it high in the air. Back post and just went left. Good idea how that linked up with O'Gara is beyond me. The stutter step worked. Moving to the 10th minute. Fusion knocking on the door, and that is perfect timing for the train to come through. Good. What's the train count now? Did you say 4? 4. This is train number 4. We'll get ready to hear the whistle soon. NCFC throwing it in their defensive third. Late in the 10th minute. The Fusion probably with the best look so far. With a header by O'Gara that just drifted left of the post. Here's say up. Up to Bercero, David Bercero trying to work. Sends it back to Sayup. Nice, gonna move to pull that one back to O'Gara. O'Gara now in the pocket. He'll make the switch. Quick switches. Once they have some overloads, the Fusion has done a very good job on that switch. Sayup now into plenty of space. Lays it on the carpet for Santos. Santos with a right foot looking. Outside of the boot for Calaria, and Calaria served up a nice scoop of ice cream there for anybody to take. Right there at the 6 mark. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the visitors, so it'll be a corner. And once again, the Fusion, a good opportunity here on a set piece. Teddy Baker will take it on an outswinger. They play the short option to Kerrigan. Kerrigan lays it off. Baker, lifting that one for Cloud. Cloud's going to have to chase this one down. Cloud, good awareness. He knew that if there was any clearance, the numbers looked good on the Fusion side. But NCFC trying to move up the pitch. Here's Sayup. Sayup into space. Sayup. Baker patrolling. Baker making his move into the center of the pitch, looking for Kerrigan. It's last touch by NCFC. It'll be a throw-in. 11.5 we've played. The Fusion have stayed down here in the attacking third for a good bit. The last 5 minutes of this match. As Calaria, tight window. O'Gara kept it in back. Oh, no, that was not a full rotation. Out of bounds, they called it out. And Liam Davies, the head coach for the Fusion here, is exactly right. That was not a full rotation out. They called it out, and NCFC will throw it in.
Get at them, 3v2 there. 3v2, join guidance. Good.
NCFC trying to work with some triangle passing, tight situation. Santos trying to hit one off the hand. Here could be a shot by Kerr, deflected. Santos into space, sees Calaria making a run. Santos trying to get into the middle and slammed up against the back of Avalos.
Stand in front of the ball, Danny.
O'Gara waiting for the signal to let it ride, and he'll just play the square ball instead. And it's Cloud will now move to the left channel. Ball was intended for Calaria, just a little too much pepper on it. As Calaria could contain it. Macedo putting on the press. Back to Polly. Polly boots that one the wrong way. Santos is Calaria. And Santos, let's see if the Fusion can capitalize. Sayup sends it back to Cloud to reset. O'Gara. He thought about that long ball to the left corner. Here's Bacedo. Bacedo trying to turn. Pull it over to the left side. Plenty of room. Here's the nice spinning ball. Santos couldn't reach it. Calaria is there to pick up the trash. And that is played brilliantly, but just hit wide. Calaria made the right idea to link up with Baker there. Just couldn't quite get a good touch on it. Still a couple of good looks by the Fusion here as of late. Still 0-0. Pulley waiting for everybody to clear out before he lets this one go. Just got over the center line. Good challenge by Righetti on that left side. Overlapping run by Righetti. He gets it back. Righetti checking to check. Keeps with it right into the 18. A couple more touches right back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan slams right into Darden. And that will result in a free kick. Another good spot for the Fusion to capitalize here in the 16th minute. Looks like Kerrigan will be behind it as well as Baker. Just a two-man wall.
Follow!
Santos and Bacedo right on the shoreline of the 18. Clow as well as Calaria together. And O'Gara now moving towards that near stick. Who will take it? Is it Baker or Kerrigan? It looks like it will be Baker. Using that right foot, maybe to bend it in the far post. Both players trying to get position. Referee not happy with the contact, and here we go. Kerrigan scooping it. Good rotation, just couldn't reach Clow. Is it still bouncing around in the 18? Bacedo trying to head it right back into the mixer. O'Gara gets two headers on it, and Bacedo wants to give it a rip. O'Gara, here's a shot by Kerrigan. Not exactly the pace you need to get past Pulley. We're still sitting at 0-0. Sayup. Good play by Sayup, the outside back. One touch right to O'Gara. Here's Leighton. Leighton uses the support to Sayup. Sayup back to Forster. Forster now will shift it to the left channel. Here's Teddy Baker. Righetti into Leighton. Leighton has his head up, pulls the probing pass. Santos makes the run in. Trying to connect with Righetti. Righetti had to fight for it. Gets possession back. Cloud calls for the support. He gets it. Baker. Here's Kerrigan. Kerrigan. Everybody pinched in. There's Righetti. Thought he saw some area to move in. Sayup sees this space here to the right. He will get it and penetrate in. Baker trying to chip this one over to Kerrigan. But NCFC sniffed that one out. It'll be a throw-in for the home side. Layton, one touch. Going back and forth with Baker. Back to the support to O'Gara. You say up. Well played ball. Santos, will he serve it? In a very tight window as Santos was waiting for those runs, and it was deflected away. Good defense by Salter, as that looked to be sure goal number 1 of this match. Late in the 19th minute, 0-0.
Paul, right shoulder to 4.
Bully now moves his back line up and will take his time before he lets this one go. High ball, lofting high in the air. Good air time. Kerrigan trying to flick this on to Calaria. Kerrigan trying to settle. Second touch right back to Layton. Calaria, one touch to Kerrigan on the left side. Kerrigan waiting for the runs. Mercedo's there, as well as Baker, and that one will be last touched by the defense of the visitors, and it'll be another corner. So Baker will waltz his way over to the far flag. On a good sequence of events for the home side, just can't quite pepper the net yet.
Touch on the box.
Long diagonal ball. This is Rigetti.